Welcome to another edition of The Talking Dead.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of EPL on
Class is in session, hitting the books on PUBSPORTS.
This is another exciting edition of the main event on Talkin Hands. Bang, bang! What's going on, guys? You're tuned to another edition of the main event, Talkin Hands. As always, I'm host Preston, joined by Mr. Danny Betts. We're to recap the fight that was Tank Davis gets the knockout over Ryan Garcia. Round 7, right?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, round 7 knockout. And we'll go over any comments, questions you guys have in the chat. Maybe a quick preview of Cinco de Mayo weekend with Canelo. Maybe we'll touch on that as well. But Danny, any thoughts to start us off here?
Great performance, man. I'm talking about it went pretty much how I thought it would. I thought it would be a little bit more slower in the beginning, but that Ryan Garcia started off good. Pretty boring first round. He won the first round because he was the more active fighter. He had the jab going a little bit. I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I thought. He would fight smart, but that experience really was huge in this fight because after having that little success in the first round, the second round he went in there like, oh yeah, I got him. So he started being more active, throwing his hooks, trying to catch Gervonta. And I was talking to I had a bunch of friends over at my friend's house in the garage, and we're all talking. And me and my boy Antonio said the same thing. He was like, he's got him. He already has him because when you see Gervonta backing up like that and setting you up, that's what he wants. Like especially with Ryan Garcia's defense. And he just got caught. He got caught in the second, and it was over after that because it was more like a flash knockdown. And if you notice, Ryan Garcia literally saw it he saw it come in the last half second, so he kind of braces himself. But after that, he wasn't as he didn't want to swing anymore. He was more tentative with his strikes.
He was done.
Yeah. I always say you have a game plan until you get punched in the face, and that's a perfect example. And then rounds 3, 4, 5, Tank was just outboxing him because obviously Garcia was scared of the power. But in the 6th round, he got loose again, and that's where he made the big mistake, man. He threw that right hand, and Tank just a perfectly placed liver shot right when, and what made it worse was right after Garcia swung. So, all that's open, all that's right there to be hit. He hit him in the perfect spot. I will say this, man, because this is pissing me off. All these guys picking up, that pick, especially that picked Ryan to win this fight and thought he was going to win. And now all of a sudden he sucks. He quit. He's in trash. That's bullshit because the kid went in there. He had guts to get in there with one of the best power punchers in the sport, and he tried. He went swinging. He got knocked down in the 2nd round, got back up, and he was a little tentative, but he still went in there swinging. You know what I mean? And he tried. I mean, he got caught, and I've got hit in the liver before. That shit is no joke. So if you never got hit in the liver before, I don't want to hear shit. Like Ryan Garcia got all my respect. He was talking a lot before the fight. Obviously, they got to sell the fight, but I respect him. He's only 24 years old. He went in there, stepped up against Tank, and gave him, a hell of a fight. Not the best performance from Garcia, but I will say this: he needs to leave Golden Boy. I don't know if you agree with me, Preston, but he needs to leave because I don't want to hear no excuses with De La Hoya and Hopkins not being there after the fight. They had supposedly dinner reservations. Are you serious, bro?
I heard death threats.
Yeah, that too. That was his other excuse. Come on, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. You left right after people saw you leave the stadium before before they even announced the winner or whatever. I don't want to hear that bullshit, man. You gotta be there for your fighter. You said that Tank and his team weren't confident on Tank. And this is what you do to your fighter? It makes no sense. But Gervonta, great performance. One of the best out there, man. I hope he gets that Haney fight or Loma, whoever wins. Yep. We'll see. I have a feeling they're probably going to fight somebody else first and then make a big fight, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, I thought that was Tank's best fight yet. pretty much by far to me. Obviously, or I guess I rag on him quite a bit just because I think more past issues with him, more personal issues as well. But that was very good. I thought like you're saying, he controlled the distance. He baited Ryan in. Ryan got hit. Once he got hit clean, he was done. And my issue with Garcia going forward too, he can't be a one punch fighter.
Yeah.
Like he was saying that in the hype video, like to sell the fight. Once I hit you with the left hook, hit you with the left hook, okay, you can throw the left hook, but you gotta mix it up here. You gotta jab, you gotta move. Guillermo kind of brought up with the footwork, the defense. I'm not stupid. We talked about it in the lead up last week. I said if he doesn't move his head, he's going to get caught. Second round, he gets caught, and then
I told you he only does that on TikToks, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it was a joke. Like I'm not saying, I was more upset with Ryan Garcia than, but like I said, Tank made the adjustments. I thought he fought a very well fight, good fight, calculated, caught him, come with the body punch. He had allegedly a mole in the camp or whatever, saying he got dropped by the body.
That mole is fighting on Thursday. I'm actually gonna put a bet. I can't say his name. He's got one of those weird, he's from Mongolia or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's an Olympian. He fought Shakur in the Olympics and all types of stuff. He's got power. So that's the rumor right now. There's a video of him saying it. He's like, I hit him with the body shots. I heard him. Are you? And it was funny because he goes, Ryan Garcia, are you okay? He ended like that, like kind of like making fun of him or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that, and then I don't know if it was after the fact or not, but Garcia then was like, "Man, like that shit don't feel good" on his TikTok or Instagram story and stuff. Big Show with the good comment here. If the fight went the distance, doesn't help boxing. We didn't KO, right? Yeah, I mean the way the fight was going, it was fairly slow in the middle rounds. Tank caught him, and then Tank obviously knocked him out in round 7. Yeah, Ryan abandoned any game plan he had once he got knocked out in round 2. I thought Tank did look good. I thought that was his best performance.
Can we talk about P? What you think about round 2, bro? The scorecards, the 3 judges with the knockdown, there was no 10-8. One judge had it at 10-10, and the other 2 had it at 10-9, bro. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What?
usually, especially in boxing, usually a knockdown, unless the guy's getting his ass kicked, is like, no, I'm at 10-8.
Especially at 10-10, like I can hear, like I could listen to an argument, a 10-9 for Tank, because Garcia was gonna win that round, but it wasn't like he was being his ass or anything. He was, winning out volume, good selections, but the 10-10 makes no sense at all, bro. Like I don't.
No, he got dropped. Yeah, so you can't say it was an even round. And then, like we said, like we're saying now, once he got knocked down, that changed the complete trajectory of the fight moving forward. Ryan abandoned any semblance of game plan he had, and Tank just took over. So, yeah, it was a great performance. Stigum score up there. Tank has too much power for the weight class. Yeah, going in, we knew that he's a big puncher, heavy hitter, stopped everyone. Really, this is really only the second time I've picked against him with Garcia and then Barrios. And surprisingly enough, Barrios actually put a better effort, I guess, than Ryan Garcia. But yeah, it was a great performance by Tank Davis. Hopefully he fights Devin Haney. Maybe he'll fight Shakur Stevenson. A lot of good opportunities upcoming.
I think there's more of a chance that he fights Haney than Shakur, because Shakur, I mean, it was only his first fight up at 135. I think he gets like another 2-3 fights maybe max. Yeah, no, there's Haney and Shakur are gonna be the big fights moving forward. Dixon there, is Haney beating Loma? Why is he a minus 260 favorite? Any early thoughts? Yeah, I guess we could briefly touch on that. I do think Devin Haney will win that fight. I think he'll win by decision. I think Devin Haney's
jab alone, we talked about last year. He beat Kambosos literally with one punch, which was a jab. Lomachenko can do a lot more. He can move in, fight inside, fight outside, but he is getting older and he is slowing down. I believe Devin Haney will win a decision. That fight is also on pay-per-view in a month. Danny, any thoughts about that one?
Another great fight, man. I'm just happy boxing's up right now, but I love that matchup. I will say this though, I don't agree with the line just a little bit. I do think Haney should be the favorite. I would say like minus 180 ish, because there's a lot of things that I forgot about when Loma fought with Ortiz. Ortiz looked good, give him a good fight because Ortiz fought. He sparred with Loma for years. Like he knew, he was used to his movements, his angles, and things like that. Plus, the whole war thing, layoff.
Yeah,
Like that. I don't think that's not the best Loma in my opinion. Obviously, so if we get the real Loma against Haney, I mean this fight is gonna be a close one, man. I think Haney's gonna win by decision. But don't be surprised if Loma, he starts doing that Matrix shit and he comes out of nowhere and Haney's like, oh, hold up. This is not the guy I just saw fight Ortiz.
Right.
Because, let's be honest, man. Kambosos is not that. I mean, he's all right, but he's not that guy. Like, Loma's way better than Kambosos.
Yeah, no, George Kambosos, I think it was the first fight, then they rematched. We talked about it. It was Haney by decision was like minus 150 or minus 200 maybe. I completely forget. But it was very easy win for him. Dirty Reg, percentage of Tank beating Haney and Shakur. I personally don't think he beats both of them as of now. So Dirty Reg is saying he doesn't think Tank
disrespect
can beat Haney or Shakur.
Well, I said, we talked about this last week too a little bit. I think he beats Haney. I think he knocks out Haney right now. But, obviously they got to fight a couple more fights and things like that. Shakur is the guy, for me, that's going to cause big issues for Tank because he's got the perfect style. Like, his management of distance is crazy and his reflexes. As long as he doesn't get caught, I think he beats him. Like, he cruises to a decision.
Yeah, well, and eventually Tank's size is going to kill him.
We say this. Everybody says this all the time. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, but if he's fighting like legitimate 140 pounders,
Barrios is 147 now.
Yeah, but Barrios is, and I picked Barrios just for basically the height, the reach, the jab, and everything. But
he's still backdoor hating, Danny. He's still backdoor hating on him.
Yeah, I'm just saying. We also
never, damn it.
Barrios is borderline top 10. He might not even be top 10 at welterweight. And I love Barrios because
I'm just saying, people. I still think that win is underrated because Barrios. I was saying this before, like with Ryan Garcia, everybody's the reach, the height, the same shit. Every fight against Tank. I'm like, Barrios is bigger, and he's at 147 now, and he gave Keith Thurman a good fight. Like, I don't know why people keep saying like Barrios is trash or something.
No, Barrios, he's a good fighter, but he's not a.
No, not you. I'm just saying, fighter, a lot of people, out there.
Yeah. No, I would Dirty Reg. He's saying he thinks Haney and Shakur would beat Tank. I think those fights would be lined. I'd be curious to see what they line those fights.
Yeah, I do.
You brought it up last week, right? The line opened Tank 300, 350 versus Garcia, and then it just came crashing down to 200. So I'll be very curious to see what happens there. Dirty Reg will be different than Tank being good Mexican fighters. Yeah, I don't know if that plays a huge part in it. I know Roy Jones kind of had the same thing with with Antonio Tarver, but I don't think that plays a huge part. And all he knows, Tank should have been minus.
That's why. Real quick too, I remember Big Show asked us, does line movement really, do a big part of your research and shit? Like, this is a perfect example. I didn't give a shit. It could have went to pick him. I was so confident in Tank. I don't care how much money is coming on Garcia. Like I'm on Tank all day. Like, but it's his styles, man. It's just he's got too many holes in his defense and footwork.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna clean some of that up. You know, obviously like we were saying, spoke on it last week. The hope, but yeah, once he got dropped, it was done.
Goosen's just a yes man. He's not gonna tell him like he even said it. He's like I just go there for how he put it. Goosen said like I just go there. I don't train him. I like collaborate. That's what he said. I'm like, bro, that's not what he needs. Like you gotta tell him like, you know, you gotta work on his things like he's not good at. Not just his left hook and his offense.
2 years from now, though, 2 years from now, if there's a rematch, you think Garcia's got what it takes to come back and actually get a win in that matchup?
He's got to make improvements, bro. Like,
yeah, I got to see who he fights next, and then what he does in his next fight, because he can't just fight Cans and then just knock him out with one left hook and then think he's the best. He has to actually fight someone with some skill. But
yeah, as a novice boxer, I watched that whole fight. Probably one of the only fights I've watched like an entire fight on him. You know, as a UFC watcher,
I'm proud of you, Big Show.
As a UFC watcher, I felt like the in the beginning of the first round, he looked scared as fuck. Like he actually looked scared, and I haven't seen too many boxers actually look scared like that. And then it looked like he got popped, and in the second round, he's like, "Fuck it." And then he got caught again. He's like, I can't say much more than fuck it. You know, like I'm kind of here. I'm just going through the motions now.
There's a lot of other stuff like people don't pay attention to. Like, remember, this is his first big pay-per-view. Like, dude, the atmosphere and everything is so huge. Like, little things like that, man. This is 24 years old. People forget Tank's sold out pay-per-views, you know.
Yeah, huge step up in competition.
Yeah, all those little things. That's a lot. And then all the press conferences and all this and all that.
Yeah,
like,
the bet the fight money. Did that happen?
The what?
Did they bet the fight money?
No, Tank after said he can keep the money. Yeah. I think the Instagrammers or Twitch people, they made a side bet, but
yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but
it's just It's smart because remember I was saying that obviously Ryan Garcia is a TikTok and IG guy. Tank don't do none of that stuff. So I'm pretty sure somebody told him like, hey, do like a live with I forget his name because he's got a big following. To, you know, this is gonna help the fight grow, and especially the whole bet. Everybody was talking about it, so that helped. You know, it was smart.
Yeah, I mean, Guillermo and Noli are both saying no rematch, which, yeah, it's going to be a minute. Like, if you just glance over Ryan Garcia's record, his best wins Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell's retired. Then he looked good against Javier Fortuna. That was it. Tank's fought a lot of solid
top
pros.
20, yeah, top 10, top 20.
Yeah. Stigum Scorp, what makes you think Tank would want a rematch? I mean, he'd get paid probably the most fighting this guy.
That ain't gonna happen though. There's no need. Like, that fight just showed like he was level.
I guess my mindset, Danny, behind the question was you were saying that he needs to get away from that camp. So if he does that, 2 years later, he gets on a little bit of run, gets a different camp, you know, might come in, different game plan because, like you said, he lost his game plan. Whatever his game plan was, he lost it in the second.
And not only that, you could tell, bro, like all that shit.
And with the coaches not backing him, so
yeah,
if, if he felt any of that shit during the fight, like why would he, you know?
You could tell all that fake connection they had in the press conference. That's all bullshit. Like Hopkins and De La Hoya and all them, they don't. No, you could tell. And David said it. David said Ryan Garcia and De La Hoya don't even like each other. He even said that. Like, I'm like, that's not gonna help the Garcia side in his career. Like, he needs to go somewhere else. I would love him to go with Derek James, but it's all on Garcia because it's all mentality. Like, I don't know if he wants to put the work in like that, bro. Because James will get him, you know, he'll get him in there for sure.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Noli saying money talks. Justin, what's going on, Justin? Andrew, Ryan and low fight IQ, Tank kept running to his left side. I mean, Ryan Garcia was just throwing the left hook. He wasn't even throwing anything. Like it was horrible. Matt W, they ducking Shakur. Yeah, I mean Shakur's
He just got up here, bro. He just got to 135.
yeah, and Shakur. I mean, we did the preview. Shakur got that scintillating knockout, which we picked. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he has to fight better competition as well. No way
It's
needs
just
to see it
people.
again. Yeah.
People are so quick. They just want the top fighters to fight each other like 3 times. That's it. Like they forget about mandatories or they don't know nothing about the bus or anything. So they think people are ducking. I'm like, no, like he's gotta fight this guy. You know that, right? I mean, like you can't just go in there and fight top 3. Like, okay, I'm gonna fight Tank, Haney, and Loma all in a row. Like that's not how it works.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look how long we've been waiting for Spencer's Crawford.
Oh God,
That's been.
I thought they were gonna announce it. Remember they had that rumor? Oh, they're gonna announce it on the 22nd.
Yeah. Von Polo, I'm from Baltimore. The city was lit. Yeah, Tank is from Baltimore, so I'm sure they were going nuts for Tank. Yeah, no, I thought it was like I said. Say it again. I thought it was his best performance. He won the fight. You know, they made the fight. That's another thing. They didn't have to make the fight. Brian won the fight. Tank won the fight. And look at Big Show watched the whole fight. So everyone, I think, was interested in that fight bout. So it was huge. Dixon Sire, one more member for Family Feud Live with Steve Hart.
Dude, funny story. My niece's birthday. No, my bad. My sister-in-law's birthday Saturday. We had to play. They made me play that game, and we won, of course, because I'm good at everything. But I don't even watch that show. So we started playing that shit. It was pretty fun, actually.
Yeah, I've never played Family Feud. I think I've watched the show once or twice.
Yeah,
I think that was it.
it's funny.
Tank the only boxer looks cool AF in the ring, gives off rapper vibes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. Like boxing.
Yeah, he's got that swag to him, man. It was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like Ryan Garcia walks out to Ocean's Christian song. And then Tank comes into with Keith.
Tank had Sosa. 2 years ago, right? He had like little baby with him and everything.
Yeah,
he gets them all. Yeah, no, great performance, great everything by him. He looked great.
Yes, sir.
Boxing. See, the mandatory thing, like the only issue I have that is when IBF or WBC can make up basically their own mandatories. To where the best don't fight the best.
Yeah.
Like that's the big issue.
It's timing too, because you got all these guys like moving up or stepping down. It's like who's gonna fight who, you know what I mean? Like because if a champion from 130 drops his belts to go up, he's automatically fighting for the championship. I want the weight class above.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's like Ray Vargas. Ray Vargas just did that.
Yeah, not only that, but when the fight we went to March 19, when Mikey Garcia went up and fought Spence at Cowboy Stadium, me and Jeff were at that fight. Like, if Mikey Garcia would have fought a borderline top 10 guy, he probably would have lost that fight. But no, he got the big money fight because he was undefeated and everything. So it definitely happens quite a bit. And I will say this, at least – especially of recent, these boxers are taking tougher fights. Joe Joyce did not have to fight Big Bang Zhang last week. So it's happening more frequently. There's a lot of bigger fights are being made. I would love the Canelo fight to be against someone with a puncher's chance next week.
Perfect example. That's mandatory.
Yeah.
That's mandatory right there. But Ryder earned it. I mean, he got the... He was an underdog in that last fight, I think, or like barely a pick 'em.
Yeah. Well, they're even doing. It's not him. It's the other guy, the Eubank. They're rematching.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah. He had a clause though, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, but
Shots.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I lost the bet. If Garcia would have won, Danny would have had 3 shots. I lose.
Yeah, since I had the favorite, we agreed that I was gonna take like 3 shots of Tank Loss, but I knew he wasn't gonna lose. And then now Preston's not a big drinker. Now he's gotta take a couple shots, and then he's gotta admit a bunch of stuff about Tank.
Yeah,
his
so
favorite fighter.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna start with Dr. McGillicuddy Cherry.
What's it called again? Magruder or whatever.
Dr. McGillicuddy Cherry. Okay,
I have no idea what that is, but it sounds disgusting. Preston's about to be lit just off these 2 shots.
Yeah, this is like cough syrup.
Dude, Southern Comfort is the same shit.
Yeah, this was basically cough syrup.
Ugh. Yeah, that's nasty.
And then I'm taking Brady's favorite. He died. Southern Comfort. Basically Stingum Scorp. Basically cough medicine. Okay.
Ugh. I'm surprised you got 2 different ones.
I didn't know what to get.
Let's go, Chug. How about that one? How did it taste?
This is, I don't even know what is it. Whiskey?
I think so. I'm not even sure. I know my coworker drinks that shit.
Yeah, I couldn't drink much of this.
I know that one's taking you a little longer.
Ugh. Okay, they're done. 2 shots done. Ugh.
Not a long speech.
As Danny, as Danny was saying, I don't really drink too much, so that was great. Okay.
Now Pete's got a buzz.
So, yeah, Guillermo, chug. Yeah, I can't keep up with Guillermo and his Jaeger bombs. I'll tell you that.
Oh yes, I still haven't been there for that moment to have one with him, man. That pisses me off.
It's pretty fun.
I know. I want to do the whole chant and shit.
Yeah. So, I was wrong about Tank Davis. Tank Davis is a great fighter. I'm not going to say he's my favorite fighter. Tank Davis is a good fighter, great fighter, good power. I was wrong about Tank Davis. I apologize to all the interviewees that Danny has had on who defend Tank Davis.
Oh, that's true, yeah. That's true.
Who I joke around with, Bruce Carrington. Forgot the other guy, but I know he loves himself some Tank Davis as well. And yeah, I was wrong. Tank Davis, good fighter, defeated Ryan Garcia. Hence my
heart emojis.
punishment of Southern Comfort and this shit.
And whatever the other stuff was.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm sipping on coffee.
So yeah, that should be it with us guys. As always, follow us. Big Joe put up there, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all those. If you need a book, our favorite book's mybookie.ag, promo code PUBSPORTS, 50% debit credit up to 1,000, 100% Bitcoin. Use the Bitcoin, get that 100%. Prize picks, promo code PUBSPORTS, 100% deposit bonus match up to $100. Use promo code PUBSPORTS. Give us a like, a follow, drop any comments down, your thoughts on last weekend's fight, thoughts on upcoming fights, Haney, Lomachenko, Canelo, anything else we have not talked about. Noli knows, when's the Lomachenko breakdown going to be? When's that fight? The 20th, I think?
The 30th? Well, we always do the break Tuesday.
The week of.
Yeah, the Tuesday, before that Saturday's fight. Every Tuesday. What's this?
Stingum Scorp with I believe that's old school reference, I think.
We're going streaky.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that buzzed, but
not yet.
Yeah, but that was good. Yeah, well, like I said, we'll be back, guys, next week. Danny, any final thoughts for chat or anything else?
No, just follow me on Twitter at Danny Betts, IG Danny Betts. I'm gonna put a couple plays out there. There's a card. I love these like underground, low level, boxing cards. There's one on Thursday, and I got a couple spots for that. Let us know, man, if you enjoy this. I'm thinking about doing this like every. I mean, we don't disagree much. But when we do, we should do like a little shot game like this or whatever. It'll be fun or whatever. I said Shuey first, but
I'm not
this
doing
man
it,
was
Stewie.
scared.
I'm not doing it, Stewie. I'm not ruining my shoes for.
I'm pretty sure you got some at least.
Yeah,
some.
I mean, I have like gym shoes, but then I don't want to drink out of a gym shoe.
But I'm down. I never did a shoe before. I got the perfect shoe too. It's not like my Jordans or anything like that. But yeah, just smash that like button, comment with your predictions for the upcoming fights, like he said, and let's get it.
Yeah, and Von Polo's saying Talladega Nights, funniest movie ever. Talladega Nights is a good movie.
That was funny, yeah. Step Brothers.
I was gonna say best Will Ferrell movie. I don't know off the top of my head.
Dude, Step Brothers is hilarious to me, bro.
I really don't know. Yeah, he's had a lot of them. Big Show just put up there on the bottom, buymeacoffee.com/PUBSPORTSRadio. And all donations greatly help us. Hopefully we can get to our goal and get out east and attend a fight somewhere, maybe in the city, New York City, Connecticut, Jersey, Atlantic City. There's a ton of fights out there quite frequently. And that should be it, guys. Join the Pub Sports Radio membership. $5 a month helps us out a lot. 18 cents a day. We'll see you guys next week. We're going to break down Canelo versus Ryder. Huge fight. I don't think there's going to be a disagreement there. Maybe
Ryder's
just
knocking him out.
Yeah, just we'll see. Hot take there. John Ryder's going to knock out Canelo Alvarez in Mexico.
Joking.
in Mexico.
Before somebody hits me, I'm like, you crazy? I give you respect, but no, that's a crazy take.
Yeah. So, all you guys in the chat, join us next week. We'll be back here, same place, same time, 6:30 Central Time, Pub Sports Radio YouTube. See you guys next week. Peace.